Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Cancer, February 16, 2025. Mercury enters your sign today, and your interest in the world around you, especially communicating with it, increases many times over. While you were mostly content to keep your observations to yourself in recent weeks, you're now craving a little more interaction. Still, this is a time when you make more executive decisions, worrying less about feedback and more about what genuinely works for you. It's a good time for increased confidence and enthusiasm for various mental projects or pursuits. In fact, this can be a power period on a mental level. You're ready to put the past behind you, and you have plenty of fresh ideas for the future. You tend to attract what you want through the power of words. Mercury will visit your sign this year in two parts, from today until March 3rd and, later, from March 29th to April 16th. Not only do you hold the tremendous power of Neptune and Saturn within your zodiac sign at this time, but another sweet celestial favorite has begun swimming within you. Mental Mercury, the planet of the mind and communication, is now swimming within the depths of your soul. On the one hand, this could bring more logic to your typically very intuitive and empathic personality. Still, it could also cause you to have a true awakening about how you must ultimately balance both your mind and your heart. Find the correct flow that works for you and use your words like poetry to weave the life of your dreams. How can you express yourself better at work? You may find new ways to share your feedback once Mercury enters your sign, its detriment. Regardless of what you do for work, you can find a creative way to share your thoughts and feelings. If you work in a more traditional setting, you may need to get creative with PowerPoint, handouts, and imagery in your speeches. However, you may have an easier time leaning into the creative mercurial energy if you can share your professionalism through songs, art, and other artistic mediums. You may experience an increase in perspective of some kind. It's especially important now to focus on a diet of healthy foods that nourish your mind as well as your body. Really limit the amount of processed food you eat. You may want to purge your home of unhealthy food sources that lie in wait for those weak moments. Ask your local organic grocer if there is a farmers club you can join, an economic way to have organic produce on a regular basis. When is the last time you went out and did something just for you? Chances are that for you, it's been far too long. Your devotion to duty and responsibility sets an example for all those around you. Yet, taking time for yourself is vital to your overall well-being. It's one of the most important lessons for your life path. Take the initiative on this fun-loving day to get out and enjoy the things you love to do. Since the lunar nodes began their 18-month policing of a balance between your own and your relationship needs in January, the moon's monthly visits to your relationship sector are always going to put a spotlight on anything out of balance. You won't feel the impact from this until the moon crosses the lunar nodes tomorrow, fortunately just after Mercury, the planet of communication, returns to Pisces. Until then, in his last full day in a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart and ahead of his return to Pisces tomorrow, time to hear yourself think couldn't be more important. Ahead of Mercury, the planet of communications, return to Pisces tomorrow, the moon's monthly visit to your relationship sector is a chance to become more emotionally and intuitively engaged and aware. Even without the lunar node's new policing of a balance between your own and your relationship needs, this is going to put this in the spotlight, giving Mercury something to give a voice to from the start. Our eyes in the sky. As Mercury moves into Pisces, a sign where its usual structured and logical nature feels a little out of place, you may find that clear communication and sharp analysis seem just a bit harder than usual. Have you ever had those moments where your thoughts feel like a tangled web, where you know what you want to say but the words just won't come out right? It's as if the usual clarity you rely on is suddenly clouded, making it easier to drift into daydreams rather than focus on facts. But while this transit may challenge logic, it also opens the door to something just as powerful: intuition, creativity, and deep emotional expression. This is a time to embrace the beauty of feeling rather than overanalyzing. If you struggle to put your thoughts into words, don't be discouraged. The mind may feel foggy, but your heart has never been more alive. Instead of forcing conversations that don't flow naturally, try expressing yourself in other ways. Art, music, poetry, dance, these are all powerful languages that can say what words sometimes cannot. Have you ever listened to a song that perfectly captured how you felt, even when you couldn't explain it yourself? That's the kind of energy you can tap into right now. If you have something on your mind, try journaling or even creating something meaningful. You might be surprised at how much lighter you feel once your emotions have an outlet. Even with Mercury's hazy influence, today carries the potential for uplifting news. There's a sense that something unexpected could brighten your mood, a small victory, a well-timed message, an opportunity you never saw coming. Have you ever had a moment where an unexpected compliment or a kind gesture completely turned your day around? This could be one of those days, so stay open to the good things that may find their way to you. Sometimes, the universe has a way of aligning things in ways we couldn't predict, and if you remain receptive, you might just find yourself in the right place at the right time. Your emotions may feel stronger than usual, but that's not a bad thing. In fact, this heightened sensitivity can be a powerful tool for building meaningful connections. People are drawn to authenticity, and when you allow yourself to be open and present, you create space for relationships to deepen. If you've been longing for more connection in your life, now is the perfect time to reach out. Have you ever thought about someone, only for them to message you out of the blue? Sometimes, all it takes is a simple check-in, a shared memory, or an honest conversation to bring people closer. Trust that the connections meant for you will flow naturally, just be willing to take that first step. On a physical level, it's important to listen to your body right now. If you've been pushing yourself too hard, whether in your fitness routine, work, or personal life, this is a reminder to find balance. Passion and determination are admirable, but without proper rest and self-care, they can lead to burnout. Have you ever set an ambitious goal, only to realize later that consistency and recovery were just as important as effort? If your energy feels off, honor your needs. A well-rested body and mind will always serve you better in the long run. Financially, you may find yourself approaching money matters with more ease and confidence than those around you. While others may feel stressed or uncertain, you have the ability to assess situations with a level-headed approach. If an investment or opportunity presents itself, trust your instincts, but also remember that patience is key. Have you ever made a financial decision in a moment of excitement, only to later wish you had taken a little more time to think it through? Avoid rushing into anything impulsively. The best decisions are often made when you balance intuition with careful consideration. Success is within reach, but moving forward with wisdom will ensure that it lasts. As the day unfolds, take a moment to pause and reflect. Where do you see opportunities for growth? What areas of your life could benefit from a little more trust and a little less overthinking? The universe is always offering possibilities, it's just a matter of being open enough to see them. You are exactly where you need to be, and every experience, whether challenging or joyful, is shaping you into the person you are meant to become. Embrace the unknown, trust in your journey, and know that the best chapters of your story are still waiting to be written.